Hurry on a second. Alright. Can I hear myself? Alright. Okay, I can hear myself. Perfect. And I might need to give me some more water in the future, though. But, yeah, y'all. What is good, everybody? It is your boy, JJ That Dude. And, last time we tried this thing, we could only play for 20 minutes because the storm went out there and just took the lights out. So, yeah, we're doing this again. Now, if we actually completed it fully, we would be doing this on Wednesday. So what I'm going to have to do is either this is going to be done on a Friday or something along those lines, depending on how it goes. And if not, it'll have to be done on Saturday. Let's pray and hope that it's okay-ish. But, what is good, everyone? It's your boy, JJ That Dude, and we are back on the Great Eternity Chronicles. And, yeah, we ballin' here, though. So, last thing that we left off to hear was that Inspector Gregson was dogged on, and when he was dogged on, he got dogged on by none other than Baron Van Zeeks, who is the Reaper. So yeah, people think it's him, and we're gonna find evidence of that. And also, Evie Vigil, we were supposed to find something about her husband for him, and yeah, we're gonna continue. And it was luckily auto saved, so we're thankful for that. But I saved it just in case something happened, because I wanted to make sure that when I'm there, it's fully up there. And if it wasn't, I was just going to instant skip all the way to where it's supposed to be. So let me get some water real quick. I'll be right back. Oh, I swear I hate this thing. Oh yeah, and by the way, just so people know, we are supposed to do Suicide Squad today. Since Concave, has summer vacation, well, spring break, my bad, not summer vacation. It's not even summer yet. I'ma shut up. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. But yeah, spring break. He has that, so we're gonna do that at 6. If it don't work out at 6, we can do Monster Prom on Twitch. Which I might do Twitch with Monster Prom around 9 maybe. Or I might have to do my thing. But yeah, I'll give a second thought. Try at least bring it to the other part. So yeah, anyway, let's go ahead. I still can't believe it myself. Gina. It was the Reaper. Wait a minute. You don't mean... Hey, Concave, how are you doing? They arrested Lord Van Zeeks for it. That's right. That Reaper bloke's gone and shot the boss. No, Lord Van Zeeks? He ain't got that in him. He ain't got that dog in him like that. He got that sword ability, but I don't think he'd use a gun, bro. That man literally uses a sword every time. Every time he goes out there, he runs a fade with a sword every time. How y'all gonna think he's gonna use a gun? That man does not care about guns. The only one that might care about guns is maybe 1, 2, 3. I feel like he'll use anything that's supposed to. So 4, maybe 5, 6. So there's 6 people out there that are using a gun before he would ever use a gun. Like, what are we talking about here? Literally, the girl knows how to use a gun. Why y'all think, like, they think that he could just use a gun anytime he wants, though. It's crazy work, though. But he got that. Alright, let's talk about Lord Van Zeeks, though. Because last time we did it, the things just shut off because this bad storm just hit up. But hey, let's keep it going, I guess. Are you quite sure, Miss Lestrade? It's Baron Van Zeeks the police has arrested. I think around here is where it stopped. I saw it with my own eyes. In the interview room at the yard. I don't believe it. But there are witnesses. And they're all saying it was him. So you mean there were actual multiple witnesses? there, the gunshot apparently. And when our light got to the scene, there was only the boss and the Reaper bloke with him in the room. But there's no way Lord Van Zeeks would have taken Gregson's life. I just don't believe it. Yeah, I don't really think he would do that. That just sounds kind of dumb of him to do. I don't believe it either. Thank you for informing us, Mr. Strahd. This really is the most terrible news. I'm dreadfully sorry. What do you say you're sorry for? You didn't do nothing. Well, anyway, I'm taking a cab over to the scene right now. Please come at all, as soon as you can. You gotta help. Yeah, that's the first time we ever seen her just crying like that. Well, without, tears of joy, but sad. It's a detective's lot to appear whenever some sinister plot has unfolded. Little wonder we all look haggard. Sometimes these things are almost too much for the nerve. Mr. Sholmes. What use is there in being a great detective if I fail to see something like this coming, How could I let this happen to Gregson? That's the first time we actually seen him actually mad that he couldn't do his job. Mr. Naruhoda, I shall leave at once to begin my investigation. Of course, yes, we will too. It would be helpful if you could talk to Mr. Reaper and see what you can glean. I'm sure you were intended to do so anyway. Indeed, I was. Later then. I thought you would say, until then, later. Inspector Gregson dead? And Lord Van Zeeks arrested? Bruno, Susie, I've called you a handsome. You mean like a cab or something? It's waiting outside. Or what, the horse thing where you ride the horse and all that stuff and like a carriage kind of thing? Why do they call it a handsome for? Okay, they got it now. Thanks, Iris. Shall we meet? Shall we, Mrs. Otto? Yes. Yeah, that mask has been there for decades. Hey, let me talk to you, Lord Van Zeeks. Let me talk to you real quick. I like how that man is just sitting there like, I'm him. That man is sitting there just happy, bro. That man just reading his waiver like, man, I'm kind of cooked, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. There he is, Lord Van Zeeks behind bars. Yeah, he gonna be out there doing his work out there. He gonna be like, yeah, we here with it. Arm just, ugh. So it's true. He really was arrested. He's sitting with his back to the wall, reading something. I don't think he noticed us. Lord Van Zeeks. He's like, bro, I don't need you. Fancy meeting you here. The last place on Earth I'd like to be, but the last person on Earth I'd like to see. If that's the case, why'd you go out there and let me know about why you hate Nipponese people? Just tell me that there, bro. You had to have some kind of understanding and respect for me or something. I couldn't very well not come. We heard what happened. That Inspector Gregson was... Go home. This has nothing to do with you. But... Forgive me, Lord Van Zeeks, but I must disagree. Inspector Gregson was very helpful to us on a number of occasions. Prosecuting a vampire? Well, technically, he's like the next thing close to a vampire. He's kind of the next thing to it. I mean, that man literally is like the epitome of a vampire. That man drinks so much wine, I don't think he should be drinking that much wine. If he ain't drinking wine, he's throwing wine bottles, he's throwing the wine at people, or he's showing his leather-sealed baby boots on the daggone desk. So at this point, I don't know what he is. But he's a Reaper, though, if that makes you feel better. He's like a Reaper. And he bodies people. If they're guilty, supposedly. If they're guilty. But if they're not guilty, like this girl or the other guy that was supposed to be here, then yeah, you're good. Otherwise, yeah, you're dead. It's not his fault, though. It's like his dead brother coming back to life saying, nah, if you can't do the job, I'll do it for you. So I don't know at this point. But yeah, you can say he's a vampire / reaper. Hey, Kayla, how you doing? We're indebted to him. At the very least, we owe it to him to find out the truth about his death. You must help us with our investigations, please. There's really nothing I can tell you. What were you just reading at the back of the cell there? Was something related to the case? This? The yard isn't quite so cavalier with its information as to share case details with a suspect. This is a letter from an old acquaintance. Oh. Who might that be? Someone you know, as it happens. Albert Hairbrain. Oh, the guy that you sent back to Germany. Yeah, sounds good. Of course, yes. I keep forgetting they went to the same university. And I would like to read my correspondence in peace. So let's get this over with, shall we? What is it that you want to know? Strange. I mean, let's face it, Lord Van Zieks never mentions his words. But they seem to have less bite than usual somehow. Can I ask you about Mr. Vigil? What's that? Ah, it's just something I was hoping to ask your opinion about, that's all. It's a serious crime for the defense to attempt to extract information from the prosecution by legal means. Brother! You're not a prosecutor anymore. You're not a prosecutor, brother. You is literally a victim. Alright, I get the message. But I don't see what's legal about me asking. Like, bro, you are a victim. You should not be playing a prosecutor card. Let's just scan this as a case. Okay, he don't care about none of this trash. He said, nah, I don't care. Shut up. Alright, how about my armband? Oh, you like the armband, but you don't want me to go out there and say nothing else? This man is so indecisive. I think you know that this is worn by people in my country to show that they're defense lawyers, don't you? And I think you know I believed you to be merely playing at lawyer craft initially. But it would seem your armband may actually imply some dormant talent after all. Lord Van Zieks, do you mean... Let's hope you wake up soon. Yes, I was clearly daydreaming. I almost thought I got a compliment there. Let me guess, this red-headed thing you don't care about? Why do you care about those two things, but you don't... But you don't care about the photograph right here that can help a woman find her husband. Not this way, I don't think you would care about that. And you don't care about Vigil when he left 10 years ago. I feel like that's something that you should want to know about, because that happened about 10 years ago. Why does not care about this stuff, but care about the most dumbest thing possible? Literally, you care about, oh yeah, if you get this 4 pounds right here, you become a redhead. Yeah, get 4 pounds for being a redhead. Like, what? Brother! Why do you care about those stupidest things, bro? You're getting bread every time you're in the courtroom. You only go in the courtroom when I'm there. Like, come on, bro. But you don't care about this or these two things. Like, bro, what? Man, get me out of here. It's not for me. Ah, that's not what I was showing you. I suppose if it was a black-headed league, you would have no hesitation. Well, I mean, yeah, my hair is black, so I mean, I probably would cook. None whatsoever. Bro, you have black hair. Sadly, my own hair could be described as black as it could be red. What colored league should I then join? I don't know, don't ask me. Your hair is already a different shade of, I don't know, maybe gray but a little bit more purplish, I don't know. People are troubled by the most unexpected problems at times. This should not be a thing that I feel like I should talk to you about, and then you're like trying to give me a conversation about. Maybe this, sure, or maybe this, sure, but yeah, no. Alright, let's just talk. What happened, bro? What the heck? Who did this 6B? I'm just saying, look a message. Hey, can you at least tell us your side of the story, Lord Van Zeeks? What happened? How much do you know already? Or already know? Liv! Well, come on, bro. Come on. What do you need? Bro, I don't care about Timu. Why'd you ask Kayla? Like, Kayla's your best, but bro, come on. I don't even know what this is about. I don't know if I'm gonna get cooked or not, bro. I don't know what this thing is, bro. Man. Timu better not get me cooked up, bro. Kayla, you don't got Kayla Discord. How you not got Kayla Discord? How you not? Man, I'll download it. I'm deleting that thing, bro. How you not have her daggone thing, bro? Man, y'all give me a second, bro. How you not got daggone her thing, bro? Man, get out of here, bro. I'm only doing it for daggone Liv. Otherwise, I'm gonna leave it there. Yo, Kayla, give Liv your daggone Discord, please. Please give him your Discord. On actual your Discord thing. Not up here though. Not up here. On the Discord. That way. No. I want you to do it just in case you ask me another time. You're gonna ask Kayla first. You're gonna ask Kayla. Look, as much as I hate daggone Timu. Look. I can do that, but I don't. Kayla, give him your Discord. Let him know your Discord. So if he asks me about Timu again, he could go to you. Cause I'm deleting Timu off my thing after this. I shouldn't have to do this while I'm streaming. Come on now. While I'm streaming, come on now. Y'all making my job hard, bro. I'm doing it on my own account. Kayla, I did this job. You might as well be fired for not doing being here when you're supposed to be there. All right, bet. Say less then. I won't go up there and say it. All right, bet. You see this right here? You see this right here? I'm not messing with this then. All right then. I fired. Guess what? Congratulations. Go out there and wait then. Wait a little bit more. I have it right up here. Let it sit there. I will let it sit there. Test me. Test me, Liv. Please test me. I will delete people as fast as I can the moment you say something slick. Say something slick again. Say something slick. I ain't playing with you, Liv. Hey, Rick, how you doing? Nah, Kayla, look, if y'all want, hey, say I'm fired again. Say I'm fired again. I want you to say it. Say it again, Kayla. Say it again. I want you to say some nonsense again, Kayla. Say that nonsense again. Now, to be fair, I'm only bullying Dagon at this point. I'm only bullying Liv at this point. But yeah, Liv, be a little nicer, alright? Oh, yeah, I'm the best manager out there. Uh-huh, yeah. Okay, okay. Yeah, look, Rico, look. They don't need no help. They don't need no help. Kayla, you be talking about I need to be fired. Like, girl, I'm the one doing this thing. You was not helping him out. Look, man, I don't even care about T-Boo that much. Man, get this out the way. Bruh. Bro, at this point, man. This daggone T-Boo garbage, bro. Yeah, this stupid T-Boo trash. I gotta go out there and help him out with. While I'm streaming of all things. I shouldn't have to do that. That should be a you thing, Kayla. That should be a you thing. And just get these 5 gifts. Man, just pick the gift. Oh. Oh man, at this point, man. Cause he want me to go out there and do this table thing while I'm streaming, and so that way he could get something, I don't know, free or some dumb nonsense. I don't know at this point. I shouldn't have to do that. I'm trying to hurry this thing up. I'm just really grabbing anything I see that's like the first thing out there. I don't care. Look, I'm trying to help him out with this nonsense. I don't care. Just get this nonsense. I don't care. I don't care. Look, man. Look, man. I don't like T-Boo either, bro. I'm gonna hold you. I don't like T-Boo. I'm out here trying to do this thing for you, Liv. I don't care about 5 free 6 gifts. I don't care. If you cry, I'm sorry for you, bro. This thing is terrible. Bro, my voice is already going to be cooked when I have to do this guy. Oh, you know about this, don't you? Like, bro, I got to be voice actor for this and Monster Prob if I do Monster Prob a little later. And I got to do Baldur's Gate too. Oh, but this thing gonna make me crash out. Man, here, man, I don't care. Take this stupid 4K and screen. Just tell me I'm done so I don't have to do this thing. I try to, Caleb, but most times when I ask you, you're kidding me. Heck no, heck no, heck no. Bro, I swear. Tell me when the thing's done. Tell me when this thing's done, bro. Please tell me when it's done, bro. Because I'm about to go out there and leave this thing, bro. This ain't gonna be a crash out looking at this thing, bro. I'm not gonna hold you. And man, people are gonna want to see actual content, not me sitting here doing Temu stuff. Like, why couldn't this be done after I finish streaming? You could ask me after I finish streaming. Okay, no, Rico. Let me ask you a question. Then Kaylee, you're on tough bricks though, cause look, I can literally ask Vortex to do it, and he'll do it for free about. Well, I mean, some of them are crash outs, so I mean, you got something going about with you. Oh my goodness, why do I want me to do more stuff? I don't care about this. Please, just let me finish this thing. I'm being honest. Vortex will probably more likely do it for free. Yeah, but here's my thing though. He'll do more reading than you'll probably will for the whole thing. So yeah, you got that. This Timu thing's so terrible. Oh my, this thing is taking its sweet time. I'm right here looking at it, and it's still here. Yes, Kayla, you did it free last time. Yes, I did. You did it free last time. I'm not denying that. And I'm pretty sure Clay would do it for free too. It's just the fact that Clay will never make it. Yes, you did, and it was amazing. And I appreciate your hard work and efforts, Kayla. I really do. And you're way better than Clay, because Clay would go out there and let me sit there, wait, and not make it there, and then come out there and text me 4 or 5 weeks later and then say nothing. Yeah, I probably would. The only thing about it is that you would need a PlayStation thing. That's the only thing about it, unless you're doing it for the other games. Alright, bro. Alright, it's the thing though. Hold up. Okay, hold up. Liv, did you get it now? Please tell me you got it, bro. Did you get it, Liv? Please. Do I have to copy the link and send it to you? Tell me, bro. Please, man. Please tell me you got it. Okay, you got it. Thank you. I'm deleting Temu. Thank you. I'm deleting Temu. Thank goodness I'm deleting Temu. There you go. I'm deleting Temu immediately. Get that garbage out my screen, bro. Thank you. Get that garbage out my screen. All right, y'all. We are back on Ace Attorney again. Sorry it took long. I'll have to do more of it anyway. So anyway. But yeah, nah. It's going to be terrible anyway for me, man. Look, I got too many voice acts I got to do doing, bro. I got this voice actor, I got the other voice actor, I got 3 voice actor things I got to do. And Monster Prop included, and that's already going to kill my daggone voice. Alright. But yeah, got that on my screen. But next time, look, Kayla, give him your thing. That way he can ask you. I'm streaming. I'm trying to cook up on the stream. Look, I gotta do, the more I gotta wait and wait and wait and suffer on this, the more I gotta do more and more and more of it until I get to the next chapter. This is chapter 4 still. I just need to finish this game, bro. With what? Temu or this? Because look, I gotta do so much of this. This thing messed up yesterday, and I only could do 20 minutes of the stream because the lights cut off, and I gotta do it over again. So yes, I need help. Give up your daggone Discord. On Discord, let him know who you is up there, so he can go out there and text you. Pretty much what he wanted me to do is he wanted me to do a long process of Temu stuff. Where I go out there, help out there so he can get some free items or some nonsense. I forgot what it was. So you think it is? Look, I already did it, but I'm talking about in the future. Y'all gotta do it. Y'all help the brother out. I'm suffering out here, bro. I gotta do too many things. If I wasn't streaming, sure, I would be okay. But if I was streaming, I need y'all to handle that. Y'all got that, bro. I'm cooked if I keep doing this. Because the more I gotta do more of this, the more I'm gonna be agitated doing this, doing voice acting. This ain't gonna suck for me. And I'm about to just do regular voice for this thing every time I play. That's what it might be too. Anyway. We know that the inspector was shot dead in a small rented room on Frenso Street. And that you were found there by the police when they arrived on the scene and immediately arrested. We were told that there was nobody else in the room and that some witnesses heard the gunshot. Then you're well informed. And there's really nothing I can add. The truth is, I don't know what happened myself. But the gunshots, obviously you didn't fire the gun, did you? I'm not in the habit of shooting the people I work alongside. Rico. The only reason he might be meeting the me is to help you on Baldur's Gate, or just a troll. And I already have enough trolls as is, including that of Sans. If I wanted a mean person, I would call my sister and tell her to say something. Or no, actually, no, hold that thought. I could call my grandma. My grandma could do that way better. Just let me call her right now. She'll probably just tell me to get off the phone and hang up. That's all I need. I also heard the noise. However, before I had the chance to investigate, I was apprehended by the arriving officers. So he doesn't actually know what happened. Yeah, okay, I'm not gonna lie. She wouldn't even, like, here's, I think that's the thing about grandma. My grandma, I have two grandmas. Here's the thing about grandma. One of my grandmas are okay. Kayla, I swear, I'm about to just ignore you now. You keep saying that. Look, man. How is a family going to live in there? You know what? They ain't gonna live. They ain't gonna help him out. Help live out. But yeah, nah. Cause look, you gotta realize my grandma, she mean. And if it was my aunt Nuke, yeah, she mean. She mean as dirt. She does not care about your feelings. The only thing she might do for you, she might cook for you, but that's about the most she'll do for you. Kayla, what do you mean tell you? You mean him? Kayla. Kayla. Alright, nah, since you want to talk about people in the room, look. Who's out here? Yeah, you see nothing but light. The light is going to blind y'all eyes. Congratulations. There is no family in sight but a bright light in your way. You're good to see the heavens. Keep going forward to the lights. Let's keep going to the light. Go to the light. Congratulations. I see nothing but light that's going to blind y'all faces to pieces. There you go. I rest my case. Let's go back now. But there you go. Congratulations. Yeah, you see blinding light. If I might ask, what were you doing in that place to begin with? I don't need to answer that. Oh. After all, you're not representing me. Well, I'm trying to. A secret lever. Where is the lever at? Where is the lever at? Like, where's the fulcrum at? Where's the fulcrum at? I don't see nothing of the sort. All you'll see is dirty clothes. My closet that's on the right over there, and the other closet that's on the other side of it. That's the most you're going to get. He's going to need a lawyer, though. Let me ask about the the letter real quick, my boy. Kayla, I'm asking you. You're the detective here. Since you say there's a family here, give me some evidence. Give me some evidence. Please give me some evidence. What fulcrum do I have, or what lever do I have that's going to make a reappear go out there? Literally. The only thing that I have close to a secret room is in the prayer room, and my mom and dad are the main ones that go in there to pray. And that's for my piano stuff. Kayla, are you that old that you're gonna call me young man? Are you that old? Like, dang. Like, what are we doing here, Kayla? Why you gonna say young man? The only one I know who says young man is my grandma. My mom and dad don't even say that, so that's already a bad sign. Well, yeah, that's what my mom and dad have, a prayer room. Literally. It's in there. Straight ahead. A little over there. Kayla, you can't deny it. You can't deny it. It's facts, though. No one calls someone young man unless they are really old. I'm sorry. But it's facts. Kayla, here's my thing, though. Kayla, here's my thing. You said young man. You didn't say Mr. You didn't say Mr. You know, JJ, what all the other nonsense you could have said. You just said young man. Do you know how bad it sounds? Especially when you, to hear, especially when you hear a woman say that, bro. When your grandma just go out there and say, you listen here, you young man. Yeah, of course I do. But that still sounds kind of crazy, though. Okay, Kayla, if I was older than you and I said, listen here, young woman, you're going to feel this type of way, wouldn't you? Yeah, I understand. Yeah. No man want to hear that. Especially when the man is literally 23. It's technically an adult. I don't want to hear that. Yeah, y'all got that. After that trial, Professor Harebrain was supposed to go straight back to Germany. Oh, okay. We'll see though. I'm gonna say so. We gonna see if you say anything about it. We gonna see how it goes. I thought. A letter to inform me of his safe arrival at home. I arranged his passage by sea and rail. It's a relief, I must say. He should be now beyond the reaches of the Reaper. Because the Reaper doesn't follow people abroad. You mean... Yes, so it seems. Your stupid little Nipponese friend, for example. You told me he was keeping well in Japan when I was acquired, didn't it? When I acquired. That's right, he's an author now. Happily working in Tokyo. So Professor Harebrain is safely back in Germany now. He is. Alright, your defense, sir. Who is going to represent you in court, Lord Van Zieks? Anyone other than you, I should imagine. Ha. Would I be right in assuming that you have no representation yet? Defense lawyers shy away from any trial involving the Reaper, as I'm sure you know. But this is different. In my career, of all the defendants I've prosecuted, only 19 have ever been acquitted. Of them, 16 subsequently died in mysterious circumstances. Questions will be asked now. Surely not. I assure you, no defense lawyer would want to touch me with the end of a barge pole. But you didn't actually have anything to do with the people's deaths, did you? There you go. Wait, are you asking Kayla or are you asking Rico? Crap my eye. There you go, my eye. I'm trying to get this done as best as I can. I don't even know what the Prairie Dog Cartel even is. I don't even know what that even is. It's been 10 years now that I've been known as the Reaper of the Bailey. Believe me, nobody wants to know the true identity of this killer more than I. However, but I don't know what it's about or nothing. I gotta know some details. Brother. It seems things may come to a head before I have the chance to uncover the truth about that. What does he mean by that? So, it appears our conversation has run dry. There was a 2-second silence, that's all. Well, in any event, if you'll excuse me now, I wouldn't like to detain you. I was wondering, Lord Van Zieks, if you'd like, I'd be happy to advocate for you. You trust me, do you? Yes. I heard you speak many times in court. I've seen how you treat people. So I'm quite sure that you would never have taken another's life. It's just, my feelings can't be used as evidence in a court of law, sadly. It's a very gracious offer, however. I trust no one. Really? You trust no one? Okay, yeah, don't trust anyone. Look at Gina. Gina didn't trust no one. Congratulations. Guess what she does now? She trusts me and she's now a detective. A self-appointed detective inspector at that. What? Not the police, not the judiciary, and not you, Nipponese. But please, I have no intention of engaging your services. The chasm between us is just too wide and too deep, it seems. I'd appreciate it if you didn't visit again. Then neither of us will waste any more time. Okay, congratulations. If you get cooked, though, you're gonna be cooked. Perhaps we need to dig a little deeper and find out a little more about Van Zeeks and what happened to Inspector Gregson. Yeah, he don't even want to talk. He's like, nah, shut up. Man, take me to Fresno Street, man. He about to make me want to crash out on that man. 1st November, room of Fresno Street. This really is an out the way part of London. I doubt many people would find their way down this back street. There we go. Alright, y'all give me a second. I'm gonna give me some water again real quick. I'll be right back. That right now. Sorry, I had to get that cough straight. And now I get a message. Wait, who? I'm just looking at this and I'm like, bro, really? I went out there and was waiting for him to say something. He ain't saying nothing. Now he wants to say something. Come on now, man. Okay, so this dust-rented old room is where it happened then. So this is where poor Inspector Gregson lost his life. Yes, and the police are already hard at work investigating, it seems. I don't see Mr. Sholmes anywhere, though. Perhaps his investigation has taken him elsewhere. Oi, what do you think you're doing there? Every one of them drawers has got to be taken right out so you can look underneath and all. I want the space above the ceiling checked. And don't forget to look inside the chimney stack, too. Blimey, ain't you lot never gone over an house and looked for dough when the owners are out of town? She's obviously got some unique investigative techniques she wants everyone to adopt. Oh, so you turned up at last. Mind you, I ain't been here long myself. Well again, Gina. Sholmes has only just left. Lucky you missed that. He went prancing around in here, pointing at stuff, flicking that, and all this other stuff, and then just scarpered. Oh, he's finished investigating already, you mean? Yeah. He didn't stop to say nothing to no one, not even me. Gina, would you mind if we investigated too? Listen, Odo. You're a lawyer, right? Yes. Why? Well, you're not thinking of trying to help that Reaper bloke, are you? Well, I've got to figure out who it is. I mean, you gotta figure out who it is. Oh my, yeah, give me a second. No, give me a second. If you're talking about the Prairie Dog Cartel, I guess just put it at what you call it, self promotion or something along those lines, like self promotion. I'd recommend you do it on self promotion. Same thing. Or that or DM them. I'd rather you probably DM them that thing. And ask them if it's okay for you to DM it to them. And then DM it to him or her. So make sure the person is okay with it. How did I not know? What the heck, bro? Oh, poor Gina. But yeah, I'm sorry, y'all. It's just, I just got a whole bunch of messages I got to deal with, and the other guy didn't say nothing. She's never going to forget, is she? That trial will haunt her forever. Gina, if you don't mind me saying, if Lord Van Teeks really is responsible for this crime, he would be duly and fairly judged in court. I suppose you're right, yeah. Go on then, Odo. Get investigating. I want to know the truth about what really happened here. Thank you, Gina. Oh, it's a photograph stand. I suppose it must be a picture of one of Inspector Gregson's family member. Ah. What's the matter? Well, what's the matter? Your eyes look like they're about to pop out of your head. They are. Look, Mr. Naruto. Look quickly. Hmm? Why do I feel like this woman is familiar somehow? Because that's Evie, bro. Look at Evie, bro. Look at that. Hey, Evie ain't lost a step, you know what I'm saying? She ain't lost a step. She ballin' out here. Of course she's familiar. We met her only this morning. Ah, it's Mrs. Vigil. This makes no sense. Why would there be a picture of Mrs. Vigil in here? Hey, unless it's you know what I'm saying, Daly's house or something, or Daly had to put it somewhere. I can help that, unless Tobias Gregson and her used to know each other. To be frank, I don't think I've ever been more stumped. I'm sorry to say, I have no idea either. Yeah, in the younger days. Hey, they big baller, Brandon, hey. Alright, let me see that gun. This is presumably the murder weapon, then. Oh my, it is real, I suppose. I think so. Guns are so rare in Japan. I really know very little about them. There's only one way to know for sure, Mr. Naruto. Fire a shot. Really? Not only do you want me to fire a shot, but then the cops are right there beside us. If I go out there and I hit a shot, I'm getting arrested on the spot. No. If I did that, I'd be looking at for a skilled lawyer to represent me in court. And unless you're going to be that skilled lawyer, I'm cooked. Slightly safer just to ask someone who might know, I think. Thank you, I'll take that. The heck is this thing here for? Oh, what's this? It would appear to be a little model policeman. It's rather charming, isn't it? Seeing it as it's on the floor here, do you think it might belong to Inspector Gregson? It's a little hard to imagine Lord Van Zeeks playing with something like this. It's only about 8 centimeters tall. It could have fallen out of someone's pocket, I suppose. I think we should record as evidence, just in case. Yes, I agree. It's rather delightful, after all, in a way. Look at that guy, he's like, I'm him. So why is he sitting there? At least this guy's actually trying to look at the gun. This man's out to looking outside like, I'm Batman. He got the thing and everything. He like, I'm cool with that thing. Look, these two just got their thing on. This guy just got the whole thing on there. He's like, nah, I'm good. I'm Batman. Man, it looked like he tried to be like Batman so bad. Which, you know, we'll talk to him in a second though. But let's see how it is though. So I suppose this is where the victim... That's right. The rope is laid around the bodies to show exactly how it was found. Poor Inspector Gregson himself has already been taken away and would probably be under Dr. Sight's scalpel by now, if not for what happened last week. From the shape of the rope, it would appear that the inspector was curled in a ball. Indeed, that is what it looks like. Are you feeling alright, Mr. Naruhodo? You look like you just seen a ghost. I know it's just a rope, but, well, it conjures up quite a terrifying image, that's all. Especially with that blood stain next to it. Oh, I do understand. In some way, what we picture in our minds can't be even worse than reality. Sadasai is so strong, though. She's taking this far better than I am. Okay, the hair. We need that hair, though. Ever since we came in here, I can't take my eyes off this thing. Oh, funnily enough, neither can I. It's a hair... I mean, it's a hairpiece, isn't it? It is! It is! A bright red hairpiece. I suppose the fact that it's right there next to where the body was found means we have to accept that Inspector Gregson wore wigs. Does it? And it's such a flame red color red too. Or flame color red too. Yes, that's a color we've come across very recently elsewhere, have we? Exactly. This is a vital clue, I'm sure of it. What about you? The top of the candles, the top of one of the candles in this candle holder has been completely blown off. Yes. There's wax splattered on the wall behind. Look. Suppose if a bullet had hit it, it does seem likely that the bullet hit the candle. Having first passed through the inspector's body. Now that wax on the wall looks like blood to me. Anything else to do about? Okay, yeah, you. This looks like some sort of notice board or something. And it's absolutely covered in scraps of paper. Ah, Mr. Naruhodo, look! This, you mean, it's an outside report, isn't it? Oh, and these are case notes here. The details of prison inmates. Yes, in fact, they're all sort of documents that only a detective could normally acquire. What on earth went on in this room? Some old newspaper cuttings. Ah, and this one here. Yes, the advertising you mean. Crap, come on, I can't see it fully. Hold up. Oh, yes, the advertising you mean. To the red-haired, oh my, the red-headed league. There you go. But why? What's that doing here? Whoever occupied this room was clearly interested in it for some reason. That'll give me one little second. Someone just gave me another text. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna answer this text real quick. We're good. Alright, there we go. And then we need to, I guess we can ask, this guy some questions. This guy's not that cool. Excuse me. If you're looking down on us from the great beyond, Inspector, don't worry. We'll look at the things at the yard. I've interrupted some deep thoughts there. Excuse me. Sorry, sir. Can't see a thing, sir. Too many tears, sir. I'm sorry to hear that, man. Look, it's okay, man. He's a great soldier. He was a great soldier. Right. Perhaps I'd better leave you to your work then. Have a good one, sir. Not that you're going to be any useful, but I gotta ask you something. Excuse me. Oh, Inspector. Oh, sir. Poor man. He can't possibly be able to focus on investigating when he's so upset. Alright, yeah, I ain't gonna lie to you, they might not like it. Can I ask you about this framed photograph? Cheetah, what do you make of this? What is that? Evidence? Write something out about what happened, have you? Oh, no, not exactly. I ain't been long enough in the job yet to get all this deducted business yet. I swear, I'm gonna get to the person who did this, or what did this. It's the boss. Okay, how about this gun? You don't even, bro. Okay, so you just don't have anything good with things. Okay, what about the red? What about the red piece? Okay, you don't care about that. Okay. I'm sorry, Gina. I'm sorry, my glorious queen. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to disrespect your brain. You have a very beautiful brain that I can't really help. Okay, do you know Mr. Vigil? Okay, crap. I'm just trying to, you know, try to ice things down a little bit. Okay, I'm just trying to ice things down. But you care about that? Why do y'all only care about those two things? Oh my goodness. I can't breathe, man. This is some nonsense they keep giving me. I'll text. Oh my goodness. Alright. There we go. I'm just gonna say that. Oh, that business. Yep. Inspector Lestrade here soon had that one buttoned up. I thought it was Mr. Sholmes who led that pair into a trap, wasn't it? Listen, Odo. It ain't easy going from an East End diver to Scotland Yard detective, right? But anyway, it's all part of the charm, ain't it? Being a bit loose with the truth when it helps. That's wrong for so many wrong reasons. Maybe I should get Iris to write stories about me. The Adventures of Inspector Lestrade. Well, at this point, she might as well. They use that for everyone. Inspector Gregson. Let's go ahead and talk about Inspector Gregson real quick. Okay, let me look at things. Okay. I'm trying to do more of it as much as I can. I'm trying to get at least up to maybe up to 6 with it maybe, or maybe 5 something. Jada, what was Inspector Gregson doing here in the first place? That's what I want to know. It's what? Half a year since I got out of the clink? That's when I decided to give up on me diving and become a detective instead. I guess Mr. Sholmes twisted the inspector's arm to agree to take you on as an apprentice, did he? Something like that, I think. Anyway, the point is, I didn't really know much about the boss till then. But turns out, he's a bit of a legend at the yard. Goodness, really? They say he managed to solve some really tricky cases, just like that. He did? Yep, and ever since then, he started going out of all sorts of investigations, but always on his own. No one else at the yard even knows what after cases he's worked on are, apparently. That's not how it's supposed to work, is it? So what was that legendary inspector doing in a dingy little room like this? I know he had a lot of respect for the Reaper and all, and look where that landed him. Respect for the Reaper? In what way? I heard him say as much. Take my hat off to that fella for his words. Not how the public general, or the general public feels, is it? Most people are terrified of the Reaper. Yeah, the boss said that's exactly why he respected the bloke. I didn't realize Brexit held the Reaper in quite such high regard. He said something else to me and all, that I didn't need to worry about the Reaper, because he only goes after people who aren't bad. It did kind of set off my mind at ease when he said that. Right. Okay, let's talk about the crime scene. What is this place then? Does anyone live here? Apparently it's been rented by some cove called Hugh Bone. Hugh Bone? It's sort of here today, gone tomorrow name. That, isn't it? Yeah. He's what we call it oh my goodness. He's what we call it unidentified person is what I was trying to say, but it's like my brain's like, you know. Alright, but let me tell you it again in her voice and not get cooked. If I get cooked, I'm gonna crash out. Yeah, he's what we call an unidentified person. We haven't been able to get in touch with them. I see. Well, judging from appearances, I'd have to say that this place hasn't been living or lived in a far long time, if ever. Right? All the lads from the yards piled down to get stuck into the investigation. I'm gonna just say bet. Who's wrong with that? I will text him at 1:30. If he does not say anything after that, I'm gonna do it on my own. I'll do both of them on my own on Saturday if I have to. That's what I'm gonna have to do. But there's so little here. No one knew what to do with themselves. But I have to do it myself though. I do wonder. Yes, Misato? Well, could it be that this Hugh Bone is in fact Inspector Gregson himself? What? How could that be? Well, if he was investigating on his own, it's quite possible that this was in fact some kind of secret office of his. I'd never even consider that. Nice work, Suze. We're actually following a line of inquiry like that ourselves. You are? If you look around the room, you'll see there's a few things that hit at it. We should really investigate this place. In details. We technically already did. I see where the poor inspector was found. Over there. Yeah, that's right. They said it was a single bullet what done him in. Apparently the bullet went through and it struck that candle tree on the wall. Oh yes, it's blown one of the candles apart completely. And the gun used in there on the floor is the Reaper, ain't it? No denying that. Well, look. Okay, Gina, look. We don't know if that's actually the Reaper. We only see people say it. We gotta see it for ourselves before we say, oh yes, if it's him, then we gotta take the L and say it's him. What? Really? So I get notifications? I'm sorry about it, Rap. I mean, do you have the bell on for it and stuff? Because I don't know if it's the bell thing or not. So I can't really help that. Like, that's why I usually have my Discord thing up there so people know what I'm doing. How are you doing, though? How do you know that? Take it easy. And I ain't gonna lie, you really ain't missed too much because I was helping somebody out while I was streaming, though. So you ain't missing too much? I didn't really do too much as I probably could have been done with this thing. I don't know what to do with myself when you stare at me with them big wide eyes. I'm only saying what I've heard. I don't know much about guns myself. But there's some bigwig lawman or whatever who said so. Why'd you ask him? A bigwig lawman, is it? Anyway, Fresno Street runs along under that window there. There were some street sellers just outside who heard the gunshot. Oh, but I don't recall seeing anybody outside. Yeah, they've all been taken down the yard for questioning. That's why. We're talking about the yard's legendary inspector here, after all. They'll be getting a grilling. Do you think we might be able to speak with those secrets or street sellers ourselves? Might as well be secret sellers at this point. I doubt it. The lads at the yard will just want to know what you're snooping for, and you'll be up for a grilling and all. So we can't interview the witnesses then. Shame. Okay, so we got most of this evidence here. We know Evie's here. Let's see. Anything else I need to know about? Because, message candle. Oh, window. Maybe I'm wrong. Somebody's very haphazardly nailed those boards over the broken glass, haven't they? You couldn't even really call it a window anymore. Well, if you remember the window in Mr. Natsume's room, that was totally blocked up with bricks. This one does at least still let some. You can say nothing more about it. This one, okay, she was trying to say this one does a little, at least let you. It's nice, so you can say. I'm starting to feel even more sorry for Mr. Natsume now. Alright, okay, so we can probably look at, chimney and that. Alright, so around these maybe I need to check. An empty fireplace makes a room feel even more colder than it would be otherwise, doesn't it? It's thick with dust, look. I think it would be fair to say it hasn't been used in a very long time. In other words, whoever lived in this room must have been extremely hardy in cold weather. Or nobody lived here at all, and merely visited when the occasion arose. I wouldn't like to say which is more likely. No. That's right. It's one or the other. Okay. I feel like she would be saying something else in particular. Let me just present multiple things. But seriously, how does she only care about this and then the thing beside it? Not everything else, though. But probably shouldn't have presented it, though. I had a feeling it was going to present itself anyway. This armband is a proof, in Japan at least, that I'm a defense lawyer. And this badge is proof that I'm a detective. So you're all gonna have to start calling me Inspector Lestrade. And in that case, you'll have to start calling me, well, anything but Odo. I can call you Defender Nara Odo if you like, but it doesn't really trip off the tongue. I mean, I guess you're not lying there. No, it doesn't have a great ring to it, does it? Alright, let's just get this out the way so I ain't gotta worry about it. Okay. I just want to get this out the way so I know. Okay. I want to make sure everything is out the way. And I ain't gotta read that thing because I already been doing it. So, Wait, I'm stupid. You know what I could be doing? I could be actually looking at the gun. Okay, let me look at the gun. I suppose this must have been the murder weapon. Oh my. It is real, I suppose. I think so. Guns are so rare in Japan, I really don't know very little about them. Perhaps someone familiar with firearms could shed light on things here. Okay, yeah, so, files over that's good with firearms. Alright, let me see. Tell me if this charming police man appears to be a little worse for wear. I'm not convinced about the charming part, but yes, you're right. The head part looks like it's been fairly heavily manhandled. Almost as if someone was enjoying twisting it around and around for fun. Shall we try twisting it around and around too, for fun? Wait, what? Ah, what's that? It appears to be some sort of key. But it's tiny though. It could be a key for a door, not that size. So what's it for, I wonder? Let's just see it. This looks like some sort of key. Yes, it does. A very tiny and simple key. What's a little key inside a figurine of a policeman in the first place? Doing it here in the first place. And what's it for? Okay, we got that out of the way. I've always wondered what the underside of a hairpiece looks like. That doesn't surprise me at all, Mr. Naruto. You just wanted to see what lies beneath, don't you? I'm not sure that's quite how I'd put it. You must have to use lots of bird lime to keep it in place of your head. So does it get blown away in a gust of wind, I mean? That might be a little inconvenient when you wanted to take it off again, don't you think? Some people don't be caring about that though. Ah, there's a black marks here. Look. Yes, they look like some sort of scorch marks. So perhaps the bullet struck the candle here, do you think? It's only this one candle that's been cracked in half, it seems. Yes, I think you might be right. Firearms are rarely used by criminals in Japan, so I'm afraid I'm not particularly knowledgeable about them. Oh, it looks like this is some sort of steamship ticket. The SS Grouse, first class cabin, 001. Yokohama departure, the 11th of September. London arrival, 1st of November. Ah, that's the boat that Professor Mikotoba and the Judge Shigoku came from Japan, isn't it? Yes, I think it's called a Dunkirk, on the north coast of France for a night before following arriving in Dover. I think it's almost been a year since we arrived in Dover on the SS Bureau. Seems a shame not to keep your ticket as memento of your trip, don't you think? Yes, I agree. Have mine safely in my diary. I keep mine to my wallet, so I have it with me at all times. Oh, well, how strange. Where could I have gone? Are you like this on purpose, Mr. Naruto? Did I imagine it? Or was that accompanied by a little sigh? Why does that have meaning? Why does that have meaning? Why does that have meaning? He's gonna be like, oh, you don't know about Mikotoba, do you? Yeah, I know her daughter. Yeah, you don't know about their actual Mikotoba though. Yeah, I got this favor here. Damn, got it. Like, what kind of argument's that gonna be? Prince Mikotoba has wonderful handwriting, doesn't he? Hey, I'm sorry. This dark-suited young man is not the least bit untrustworthy. Is it just me, or does that make me sound extremely untrustworthy? Indeed it does. I do wish he'd at least call you a nice young man. Yeah, that would be nice. I'm really not sure that would help. But that would have been a little bit better. At least where you can be like, oh yeah, this nice young man is named Ryunosuke Naruhodo. He's a very good man. But yeah, no. It would have been a little better if they had said that. Excuse me, okay, let's see. Chief Warder, Daily Vigil, you know, post that thing immediately. Cause of 132. Excuse me. Of Her Majesty's Code of Conduct for Prison. Price to pay all that. Aiding and abetting the escape for the prison of convict just prior to execution. Oh. Did he do it for the professor? Nah, that's crazy if that's the case. Jail lock was conceived prior to convict's incarceration. It's believed the convict engaged in some sort of negotiation with the prison staff in order to secure assistance. So disclosure of this will be negotiated will be demanded. I ain't gonna lie, Evie Venture looking kinda good though. I can't be mad about it though. Alright, let me ask her about, can we ask her about the police figure? Okay, she does not care about that. Alright, baby girl, I'll be back soon, don't worry. Let me, First November, British Supreme Court, Lord Chief Justice's office. You've made good time. Second Express train back to London? Who is that? I can hear Lord Strongheart. Can you? Yes, it sounds as though he's talking to someone. Is everything in place? I had a private compartment on the train so I could check all the paperwork. It's Kazuma-sama. He's like, that's my dog right there. Ah, your timing is impeccable. It is. No doubt you have heard the sickening news about the Reaper's latest devilry. Yes. I'm sure you don't believe it, of course, though, Lord Strongheart. Excuse me. That Lord Van Seeks couldn't have done such a thing to Inspector Gregson. I believe only in the facts. And the facts in this case points to one thing. The unavoidable accusal of Lord Van Seeks for this crime must bring charges against the Reaper for taking the life of our legendary detective. Oh no, surely not. It's a truly regrettable situation. Tomorrow, the forensic science symposium finally begins. At the very least, though, we can show the world our justice system's swift and equitable processes. So does that mean the trial is tomorrow? Precisely. In fact, this is a fine opportunity for introductions. Kazuma. Ah, but of course, you're already acquainted, aren't you? Zosogi here will be present at tomorrow's proceedings, leading the prosecution. Wait, what? Kazuma? As I'm sure you're aware, he's a very capable practitioner of law. That is very true. Kazuma-sama, a prosecutor? He's like, yeah, I'm like that. Don't ever question me again. I don't know how to feel about that. He's staring at me like he in the background like, yeah, I'm him. Better put some respect to my name. Y'all give me a second though. Turn around like that. I gotta remember this man's voice, because I can't do his voice of that. I'm sorry for all the worry I've caused you, but it'll be alright now. Has memory completely returned? Yes, completely. I remember everything, including what I was coming here to do. Right. Kazuma-sama, I can't tell you how happy I am to see you alive and well like this. But how did you come to be here in London when you were suffering from amnesia? It was the voice. This past year, I've been hearing it in my head constantly, saying the same thing over and over. Go to London. That's where your destiny awaits. It was that voice that guided me here to London. I'm so sorry for what happened. Anyway, my memory might have returned to me, but there's something that won't return to the way it was before. Huh? What do you mean? I'm a prosecutor now, so I'm sure our paths will cross again very soon. Indeed. Alright, let me talk to you, sir. Actually, let's just converse with you. Can I talk about the killer's gun real quick? Oh yes, we noticed that there was a gun at the scene of the Inspector Grex's death. Do you know if it belongs to Orve Zeeks? That would be a question for the lead detective investigating the scene. Well, the thing is, she wasn't sure, so she told me I should ask someone higher up who might know. That's right, Mr. Naruhodo. Be direct. It's certainly a model that issued to all personnel involved in law enforcement, yes. Which includes prosecutors, and I'm sure you can imagine. In that case, it could actually have belonged to the victim. No, Gregson had his own gun on his person. What about Lord Van Zeeks? He claims it currently not in his possession. What? According to his story, he lost it. In short, it's more than a little suspicious. I agree with that, it is a little suspicious. I will say that, you know, logic-wise it does make sense that it is a little crazy. But just because the gun in question is the same type as the defendant's, it's no proof that it's actually his. No, of course not. Nevertheless, the situation is grave for Lord Van Zeeks. So, Cosmo will be prosecuted tomorrow. That's right. But he's a defense lawyer, Lord Shroudcard. Accomplished young law practitioners cannot pick and choose their roles. And imagine what it will be for prosecution to know the strategies commonly employed by the defense. A devastating combination, wouldn't you agree? Absolutely. I have no doubt about all that Cosmo will be razor sharp as a prosecutor. But why Cosmo-sama? There's surely many other highly skilled prosecutors in Great Britain. It was a personal request. I asked to be assigned to the trial. You asked for this? But why? It'll all become clear tomorrow. I'm guessing you intend to stand for the defense, don't you? Although, the Reaper appears to be turning down all offers of representation. Indeed, that's the problem. I'm surprised such a personal request would have been made upheld. It seems unprecedented. Quite exceptional, in fact. You are quite right, Miss Mukutoba. Tomorrow's trial will be unprecedented and exceptional in every way. After all, the accused is one of Britain's greatest prosecutors, the pride of the Empire. It would appear unwise to give the public a reason to perceive it as a judiciary closing ranks. So, that's why you're happy to let a foreigner handle the prosecution. Ryunosuke, let's see how your skills have been honed after practicing law in this land for so many months. Kazuma, I don't understand why you're being so hostile to me now. This isn't going to end well, my friend. That's if I can go up there and talk to him about it. He's the problem. I would love to go out there and go one-on-one with you, but like I gotta make sure he, rides with me. I'm sure you can imagine that tomorrow's trial will be closely followed all over London. In fact, no. People all over the Empire will be watching closely to see how it unfolds. There's no salvation for anyone in the trial prosecuted by the Reaper of the Bailey, and now, the Reaper himself must stay in the dock. Quite so, the public wants answers about the Reaper. Answers about how and why those who escaped conviction subsequently died in mysterious deaths. But Lord Van Zeeks firmly denies any involvement in such matters. And there has been a thorough investigation that has proven him to be innocent. That's certainly true. Or it hasn't been, at least, until now. No, tomorrow's trial will mark the start of a new chapter of the country's great judicial history. It doesn't look like we're going to glean much more here. Well, thank you very much, Lord Strongheart. Remember, tomorrow's trial will go down in our Empire's history. There's much you could learn from the public gallery. Sorry to take so much of your time. We'll see ourselves out.
Hold it!
Before you go, Ryunosuke. Oh, what is it, Kazuma? I just wanted to thank you. Kazuma-sama, what? You took my determination to heart and brought it with you over the ocean my stead instead. And you carried out my role to perfection. We were always intent on studying British law in order to change our own justice system or judicial system. It was your dream. Emerson Arhoda didn't want that to die with you. Yes, but I had another purpose for coming here. But he is a dog, though. I will give him that. Oh? I actually have a favor to ask. Which is, this trial I'll be prosecuting tomorrow. I'd like you to be there to see how it ends. Right in front of me, as a defense counsel. I would love to, but like, he gotta go out there and let me help him out though. Why? What's this all about? I know you have what it takes. But Lord Van Zeeks would never put his faith in my hands. On the contrary, he recognizes your talent. He does? It's not easy to see behind the facade sometimes. Here, have a look at this. That's Lord Van Zeeks. Well, that's Lord Van Zeeks and Inspector Gregson. In a photograph that must have been taken somewhere time ago by the looks of it. And who's the third person? I'm pretty sure that's Clint. It was displayed very prominently in the detective's office. In Grex's office, you mean? Yes. What I'm trying to say is, if you really think you can trust a Reaper, you might find that some straight talking makes him take a different view. Take it. Grex's photo has been added to the court records. I don't understand. Why are you giving me this? Why do you want me to cook? Because you're the main character. I gotta let you cook. Just hurry, Ryunosuke. Visiting hours at the prison are almost over. What are you doing, Kazuma? Yes, sir. I'll make it there. Prison. Just go to the prison. The 1st of November, local prison. Subway's like, I'm coming over there. Oh wait, I'm here. Lord Verzeeks is still reading that letter. Like, dang, what are you still reading? We've been gone for quite some time, though. Either he's incredibly slow reader, or it's an incredibly long letter. I might even be able to read English faster than he can. I was intending to ignore you entirely. But I can't turn a deaf ear to such an insulting Nipponese. Oh, sorry. I didn't think you were hearing that, apparently. I had the case notes brought to me in secret. I was reading them to pass the time. Yes, we heard that your trial is set for tomorrow. Which is none of your business. So, have you found a lawyer? How many times must I reiterate the same thing? This has nothing to do with you. In other words, no. We were just talking to Lord Strongcard and the prosecutor for your trial that has been decided. I expect nothing less, though I have no idea who it is. It's going to be Kazuma Asogi. Asogi? That made the color drain from his face. Well then. It seems I'm going to have to engage in conversation with you again after all. Indeed you have to. And on top of that, yeah, we got your photograph. Lord Verzeeks, we came by this old photograph. Where did you get that? We saw it at Grex's office. It was taken when I became a qualified prosecutor. It's almost unbelievable. I assumed it was long lost. Is the man you left there? Yes, that's my brother, Clint. Indeed, we already knew who it was. Come on now. We knew that was Clint Van Zeek, so that's also his father or something. It had to be really. Apparently, this picture was probably displayed in Grex's office. He had a deep respect for you, you know. Were you aware of that? Respect? That's nonsense! No, we've heard someone else attest to it very clearly. Inspector Gina Lestrade, no less. Well, maybe once, yes. There was a time things were like that. We were brothers in arms, jovially discussing the future of justice and other such lofty subject matter. That was a nice glimpse of the past. I thank you. I feel as though I've got a nice glimpse of the past then too. There was a glimmer of light in his eyes, a brief twinkle, and insight into the true nature of this man known to all as the Stone Cold Reaper of the Bailey. Okay, you're good. About the gun used to shoot the inspector that was found at the scene. Oh yes. That's not mine. Really? Because common opinion seems to be that it is. What do you expect me to say to that? Lord Strongcard informs us that you claim to have misplaced your firearm. As embarrassing as that is, I'm afraid it's true. When did you lose it then? Because look, bro, you're not known for using guns. You're known for using that sword technique, brother. That I don't know. Oh. I was issued with a revolver when I first became a prosecutor 10 years ago. Must have stowed it away somewhere, I suppose. Or left it somewhere, perhaps. You have something in common with Lord Van Seeks, after all, Mr. Naruhodo. A talent for misplacing things. No. This has nothing to do with me. Don't drag me into it. Don't make the mistake of associating me with this Nipponese. Look, hey, yo, I didn't say nothing crazy to you, bro. Let me breathe. Oh, dear. The rift is very wide, isn't it? So it's not decisive evidence, clearly. But it doesn't look good, that's for sure. Yeah, they Hall of Fame crash outs. He's Hall of Fame crash out. Gregson transferred to the Paris Police Prefecture had finally been arranged for the coming month. But he'll never make it to France now. Oh my god. It's a tragedy. Yes, come to think of it, he did mention something about that, didn't he? I wonder, does it happen often? Being transferred internationally, I mean. It's the first time I've ever encountered it. Oh. The Paris police welcoming an English detective is almost inconceivable. I can't imagine what kind of magic Gregson must have worked to put that arrangement in place. It sounds like that mystery has even the Reaper perplexed. I'm afraid to say that we were ignorant about Inspector Gregson's standing. We hear that he was considering something of a legend at Scotland Yard. Again, it was 10 years ago that he first made a name for himself by uncovering a decisive piece of evidence that exposed the professor's identity. If it wasn't for Gregson's singular approach to the case, discovery would have never been made. What sort of approach? After my brother's life was taken, the inspector pushed for a full autopsy. Oh my, 10 years ago? Why is that so surprising? An autopsy was considered a desecration of the body at the time, irregularly performed. My brother was, of course, a noble. That made the idea of it even more unthinkable. But something Gregson had dug up in his investigations made him determine it was necessary. His powerful conviction somehow influenced the House of the Lords, and as a result, I could avenge my brother's death. So you must have had great confidence in the inspector's abilities then. And it's even more inconceivable that you would have taken his life. Inspector Gregson. 10 years ago, my older brother, who was the director of prosecutions at the time, was murdered. The killer, as you know, was a visiting student from the Far East. Not a single day goes by when I don't curse the name of Asagi. Kizuna Asogi was Kazuma-sama's father. So what cruel twist of fate is this now, 10 years later? The man's son is to crucify me in some kangaroo court? I still don't understand why Lord Strongheart apprenticed Cosmo to you. It's what he does. No doubt he knew the young man's true identity from the outset. But what could he have been hoping to achieve? And let's not forget about it was only 8 days ago that Cosmo recovered from his amnesia. Why would Lord Strongheart assign this trial to somebody like that? Sogi. That name is the very epitome of my bane. The bane that is you, Nipponese. Right, your hatred of all us Japanese. Go ahead, talk about how much you hate us. It's only just been appointed as a prosecutor when it happened 10 years ago. My brother Klintz, the director of prosecution, was hunted down a mass murderer. The so-called professor, assigned to the investigation as his partner, was a certain visiting student dispatched from Scotland Yard. And that was Kizuna Asogi? Exactly. I developed a deep respect for the man. He seemed noble-minded and chivalrous in the extreme to me. But none of us saw the true nature of the man. So I lost everything when it happened. My esteemed brother, the people I believed in, and any semblance of right prevailing over wrong. Oh, how awful. To avenge my brother, I prosecuted Inasagi's trial. It would ordinarily have been allowed, but I beleaguered the ascribed prosecutor until he consented. What do you mean by ascribed prosecutor? The man in charge of the professor's case inquiry, Lord Miles Strongheart. Wait, what? Lord Strongheart? He was a highly accomplished prosecutor, but he agreed to relinquish the trial to me and act as my advisor instead. Since that time, he's the only one person to whom I've felt indebted to. I'm sure he must have seen your zeal for the case and recognized your potential as a prosecutor. Anyway, time passed, but then earlier this year, who should arrive in London but you? And of all things, as a lawyer. I felt your animosity the first time I've ever faced you in the courtroom. Your obvious deep loathing of us Japanese. I kept telling myself it was illogical. But for so many years, that hatred has festered inside me. I can no longer control it. And I can understand why, now that I know the history. But in the same way that I've long felt the Japanese to be the bane of my life, to Kazuma Soki, I am the bane of his. The Reaper who sent his father to the gallows. He's looking for revenge, and he intends to take it in the courtroom tomorrow. Mr. Naruhodo. Oh, that's the first time he's ever used my actual name. I've lost all confidence in my country's justice system or judicial system. I don't trust the police, the judiciary, or lawyers. But there's still one thing I'm willing to believe in. What's that? That which you see in the eyes of another across the courtroom. A simple determination to know the truth. Lord Van Zieks. From the very first time we clashed in the Bailey, almost a year ago now, I couldn't deny it, even though I dearly wish I could. Here is a loathsome Nipponese who has absolute integrity as a lawyer. Wait, is he out there talking good to me? There are only two other men I've known with that same look in their eyes. My brother, Clint, and Gichin Asogi. The man he idolized and the man who betrayed his trust in the most hideous way. When you showed me that photograph just now, it reminded me. You mean this photograph? Back then I was able to laugh. I was free of the shackles of mistrust that plague me now. I looked to the future with hope. Since then, I protected myself against betrayal by refusing to trust anyone. But at times, the mire into which I've sunk makes it almost impossible to breathe. I'm sorry. So, Mr. Naruhodo, I want to believe in that look in your eyes. I need to believe in it. In tomorrow's trial, will you advocate for me? Yeah! We gonna be cooking. Of course I will. It would be an honor. I'm so pleased, Mr. Naruhodo. Then my life is in your hands. For Lord Van Zieks, that must have been an incredibly hard thing to ask, which is why I simply cannot let the man down. Tomorrow in Old Bailey against my old friend Kazuma. To be continued? Oh yes sir, to be continued. Yeah, we gonna save this. We are gonna save this. Oh yeah. You already know, yeah. We in our business, yeah. We locked in. So yeah, y'all, we don't stop it here though, but we are gonna do Suicide Squad. I think around 6. If we're not doing that, we should be doing what you call it, Monster Probs. So we look forward to that. But yeah, I will see y'all a little bit later. Peace and love, y'all. Yeah.